Hey guys, shooting this video on the 4 permissions, which is a methodology that I've created that is just can be used in anything, any area of life, every aspect of your experience. And it's an incredibly powerful way to remove the resistance to what is and come to a deeper place of acceptance within yourself, which eases suffering, eases tension, removes it, and puts you in the best position to actually create positive change in your life. So the 4 permissions are okay, safe, allowed, and approved. And I want to share the origins of where they've come from. As we grow up and as we're kids, as a generalization, we're being told that it's not okay to feel. You know, you get in trouble, you get told off, and you get told, don't cry. Even if it's said in a nice way of, oh, don't cry, you're still being told don't cry. You're still being told that there's something wrong with the fact that you're crying. It could be like, don't cry, stop being such a sook. Or it could be said in a soft way. But either way, how we're feeling and the fact that we're crying is still being suppressed by parents and adults and things like that. So we're growing up and we've been told it's not okay to cry. You're not allowed to express anger in this house. It's not safe for you to be silly and expressive. Someone, what have you been so silly for? And that how we think, what we do, how we feel is just not approved of. It's disapproved of. And what this does is this becomes our conditioning. And then it's like, all right, well, you feel sad, but because you've been told not to cry, you now feel shame and guilt and embarrassment around that emotion. So you suppress it to make sure no one in the world sees it, because whenever you were growing up and you were crying, you actually got in trouble. Then you feel anger, but you also feel shame and embarrassment around the anger because whenever you express your anger, you got told off. And then maybe you don't actually feel like you're allowed or that it's safe for you to be happy and express yourself, because that used to trigger mum or dad or auntie or uncle or whoever else, and they would project their own shit out onto you. And so we have these 4 resistances. It's not okay for me to cry. It's not okay to feel. I'm not allowed to feel this. I'm not allowed to express that. It's not safe to do these things. It's just not approved of. And we have all these suppressions within our body. And maybe you're feeling a little bit anxious. And then you tell yourself, this isn't okay. Something's wrong with me. And then we just feel that how we're feeling is wrong or bad or not approved of. And so this just creates so much suffering, and we resist all of these different experiences within our mind and our body, and we suffer. So to flip this, I've created the 4 permissions. And it is as simple as giving yourself permission to think and feel and have whatever experience it is that you're thinking or feeling and having. And you can use this both for pain and for pleasure. Not only do we have shame around our pain, but we've got a lot of shame around our desires as well. You might have a desire and just a want to have a fuckload of money. But growing up, mum and dad didn't make a lot of money, and they judged the fuck out of rich people. And they rocked this kind of noble humility in just getting by and not needing much. And so this desire to have these riches has a lot of shame for you. And you also avoid having a lot of money in your life because it's associated with being rejected from the tribe or mum and dad disapproving. Now, none of this is actually true, but it's just the conditioning that we've received growing up. So, for example, if you're feeling a little lost within yourself right now, I want you to give yourself the permission. There's nothing wrong. Think about it this way first. There is nothing wrong with feeling lost. Feeling lost simply is what it is. Feeling confused simply is what it is. There's nothing inherently right or wrong, good or bad about it. But we do have this conditioning that says that there is. It's not truth that says that there is, it's conditioning that says that there is. So with the 4 permissions, I invite you to let yourself know it's okay to feel lost. You're allowed to feel lost. It's safe for you to feel confused, to even approve of your confusion, which might seem so backwards. But what's happening with these 4 permissions, it's not saying that you like feeling lost. It's not saying that you want to feel even more confused or for a longer period. It's just giving yourself permission to have that experience. Because what's coming up is coming up to leave. And if you say that it's not okay, you're going to resist it and it's never going to leave and you're never going to grow. But if you give permission for whatever's coming up to come up, then it can leave and you can grow. So use these for your pain and your pleasure, your don't wants and your do wants. I don't want to feel anxious. Well, then give yourself permission to. I do want to make fuckloads of money. Then give yourself permission to. And even just to have the want, give yourself permission. Okay, safe, allowed, and approved. Now, what's going to happen as you do this is I want you to get really curious and listen. Listen to the objections, listen to the resistances, and use the permission pieces consciously, intentionally to trigger the shadow, the doubt, the misalignment that needs to come up. So for example, you might say, it's okay to want a fuckload of money. And it's just like, oh no, it's not. Okay, it's not. Listen to that. Why isn't it okay to? It's just bad. It just means you're a bad person. It's like, oh, who's going to be angry at me if I make a lot of money? Mum and Dad would be furious, especially Dad. Oh, right. Holy shit. So I'm struggling my ass off in my business or my career or just life in general, trying to make some money. All the while unaware that I'm actually completely unconsciously in resistance to making it because I fear that if I make money, it means that I'm a bad person and that Mum and Dad are going to disapprove of me and kick me out of that family tribe. You're like, fuck. Now, none of that's actually true. That's just shadow and doubt that's coming up. But by using the permission piece of it's okay to want that, you have immediately brought up the resistance to it to get it out of the way. And what you want to do is keep digging with the permission piece until you're just like, you're like, yeah, it's okay to want to make money. It's okay to want to make a fuckload of money. And it's okay to actually make a fuckload of money and use the 4 permissions for it. And so you'd be like, it's okay. And it's just digging up. No, it's not. And you say, it's okay. And it just brings it up. You face it, you let go of it. And then you're like, okay, it's okay. And you can use these for so many different things. And when you're using the permission pieces and you feel blocked or stuck or frustrated, that's okay too. Every single little piece and aspect of your entire experience of life, your pains, your hurts, your wants, your desires, give permission for all of them to be there because they are. If there's a feeling of lost in your body, there's no point denying it because it's there. So you may as well let it be there. Let yourself know that it's okay, that there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with you. And then it will shift on its own accord. You can't make it move. You can only get out of the way. If you have any questions about the permission pieces, let me know. And of course, we will use them again and again and again throughout the program. Thank you.